You know, sometimes I really do look at everything the Sonic series has done for me, and how much of a pivotal role it's played in my life, and I'm reminded how happy it makes me to be as big of a fan of this franchise than I am. And then I get on Twitter. Nah, but for real. This whole who should get a year of debate that's been going on ever since Shadow got the spotlight in 2024 has been like that meme of the tiger and monkey thinking that they're the sophisticated one in the situation. Is what I would say if I didn't have more than two brain cells. I get that the vocal minority and the hardcore rage baiters are one and the same in this fandom, but it's truly baffling how serious some of them are when saying that Amy Rose, of all characters, wouldn't be able to carry a whole year and much less a game herself. This is the first lady of the Sonic series we're talking about. The pink to Sonic's blue. The emotional anchor of the franchise. The one character that when most people mention women in Sonic, their mind goes to Amy Rose. Rouge is my baby, my darling, my love, but no one outside of the normies turned dedicated fans are really checking for her of all people until they become deep-rooted within the series. I mean, did y'all see Sonic Movie 3? The Metal Sonic cameo was hype, don't get me wrong, but the movie theater I was in erupted when Amy Rose pulled back that hood like when I pulled back my... Saying that this pink furball can't run a year or a game by herself is like saying that the girlies don't gravitate towards Kirby when they see him in Smash Bros for the first time. It's just bound to happen. The worst part is though, if that joke made you go anything other than, oh yeah, that's true, with a chuckle, you're part of the problem. I'm a dude and Kirby was my first ever Smash main back in Melee since you could suck people up and take them off the stage. Okay, that sounds crazy, but still. We can't totally factor out sex and gender as why certain folks lean more towards specific characters though, but the issue is that this line gets blurred within the Sonic fandom quite often. The people saying that Amy has no potential for good stories or that anything Sonic Team tries to do with her would be uninteresting have got to be lying to themselves, as she has more than 30 years of material to work with. I mean, come on. A character that has a track record of tussling with the biggest bads, a knack for being able to command any situation that requires her to do so, and lest we forget, penchant for tapping into the more mystical side of the franchise. For such a fantastical theme series like Sonic the Hedgehog that I know for a fact people have been wanting to see more delved into, why would the one person shown to have experience with that side of things not be the perfect candidate for her own game exploring those ideas? I get it. Writing, blah blah blah, characterization, blah blah blah. Your favorite Edge Boy, the one from last year? Yeah, that one. Same one that was made to lean too much into his Vegeta base but without the things that made Vegeta great? You mean that one? His game, tie-in movie, and show fixed that. Is he the second most popular character? What the hell, sure. However, I think the blatant, obvious misogyny and straight up denial of the limitless potential that Amy Rose as a character has supersedes a lot of the valid criticisms that people have with the writing of the character, not the character herself. I mean, I should know, I did a whole video on it. Shameless plug over. For God's sake though, y'all want a robot to get a year before her. Same robot who, by the way, already had a whole game dedicated to him, but y'all went and hated on it. Look, if you have genuine concerns with a year of Amy because your belief is that the character assassination she's been going through is why Sonic Team should course correct first and then eventually lead up to a celebration of the character, cool. That's understandable to some degree. However, there are more than enough data points to back up that female-led titles that also happen to be kids games sell well. Princess Peach Showtime last reported a sales number that was 1.22 million, and this is a game that had no inkling of the Mario Brothers, Bowser, or any other notable and established Mario characters in it. Just Peach. We can argue brand recognizability and loyalty to the Plumbers extended cast, but when roughly 90% of children as of 2023 are tuned into the greater video game landscape, parents are looking for age-appropriate representation and variety to keep their kids entertained. With the ramp up of advertisement and confidence has been at the forefront for the last 3 years, there's no doubt in my mind that if done right, Sonic Team could easily sell anybody on these characters if they continue to lock the fuck in, which they have. Realistically though, 2027 will be a celebration of both of these characters, a la Metal and Amy, and I'm fully expecting it to begin the trend of package deal festivities, where we get combo packs of individuals or groups of cast in one large title. What an Amy game, or I guess in the case that they go with the aforementioned idea, an Amy and Metal Sonic game would look like, I have absolutely no idea. But that's the fun part. Something that a lot of people forget that this franchise is all about. So have some fun in the comments below and let me know what you think the game for that year will look like when it comes to gameplay, characters, and story. I'm really excited to hear all the concepts if you'd like to indulge, but until then, I'll catch you next time. This is a non-issue. just be cool with one another.